What's going on today, people? This is the young base lord TJG back again with another video. So today's video is another kind of my deck analysis video, ones I've done similarly in the past. Although in the past I've more talked about what was going on in my life and less about the games in these. Today I'm going to be having a more analytical approach because these decks are pretty new, at least this one is, and I want to talk about what makes it good, what makes it bad, things that could be improved, etc. along the way, and I'm going to do so while the games are going on. But this deck is focused all around Boxer. If you have 3 of these, I would run 3 of these in this deck. Basically, the whole point of Boxer, this card isn't super amazing. It's pretty nice because it's an 1800 with an effect that doesn't negate anything, that doesn't like hinder it at all. So you could run it even not like paying attention to the effect, but you could have a deck similar to this. Basically, the whole point of this deck is basically keep Boxer alive, make it strong. I think Duel Partner put out a video similar to this, although they're using balance and their whole thing was trying to get out Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. My whole thing with this is you're trying to get out Buster Blader, the Destruction Swordsman, which I think is arguably one of the best Earth-type monsters out there right now. So basically, you get 2 kills with Boxer. If you have more Mirror Walls, I would run more Mirror Walls. Magical Arm Shield can completely get tossed out. Floodgate Trap Hole is pretty nice for this deck. So say your opponent, they come in with a with a, what's 1900? Say they've got a Card Guard of their own. They summon it, you Floodgate Trap Hole, you attack with the Boxer, that's 1 kill, they go in with their, I don't know, something that's stronger than this, you activate your Mirror Wall, that counts as another one of the kills, and then on your turn, you can send this card with 2 more counters to special summon 1 Earth monster. Also, I had to make this deck because I got 1 in Prismatic to summon this, so basically you bring that out, and this thing just runs ham on your opponent's team. It's great versus Red Eyes because they can't really get over it unless they're beat down, and also when you destroy monsters with it, you can take 1, then activate its effect to destroy all your opponent's monsters with the same type. I saw someone using this back when this card first came out. This was when DNA Surgery and it were out. Someone was using it with DNA Surgery, but I personally didn't like that. Things that are important in this deck. Whoops, there goes the Wi-Fi. Boxer is, of course, a staple. You got, I would say, 3 of these. Once I get a 3rd one, I'll probably be putting a 3rd one in. You don't need to run 2 Buster Bladers. I would personally run maybe 2 or 1. Once they get a 2nd or a 3rd Boxer, I'm probably going to take out the other Buster Blader. It's just that when you activate this card's effect, you can only special summon from your deck is the problem. So if you have a Buster Blader in hand, the effect is just, it doesn't do anything. Although the other effect is when this has a counter on it, it can't be destroyed. Card Guard is there because you want to place more counters on your Boxer so it doesn't get destroyed, and you can kill more things with it. Plus, I think Card Guard is just a really nice card with 1900 attack. Sphere Karibos are pretty good because you want Sphere Karibo. Sergeant Electro to lock down the back row. Super Rush Headlong isn't super necessary because it doesn't allow Boxer to kill things. I would maybe substitute them with half counters or Mirror Walls. Metal Morph is also really nice in this deck. I would recommend at least 1 enemy controller because I found them to be pretty nice, and you run Restart because I think that's one of the best ways to have this so you don't really brick, because it's certainly possible to brick a lot with this. The other deck I'm going to be talking about later is, well, I made that plant video a while ago, and here is the most consistent version of the plant deck that I have found, the Vines That Bind. We've got Last Gamble deck. If you have multiple Talias, I would run multiple Talias. I don't think you need 3 enemy controllers. I would personally take that out or Tribute to the Doomed and put in another Talia. Also, I did not have Tribute to the Doomed in here. I had something else in here prior, but I do like having Tribute to the Doomed in here for now because you can discard a Rose Lover. Pretty standard. If you've seen plant decks before, they all pretty much function the same. It's based along the lines of that. Here's my other plant deck that I've been running. This one is not very good. I personally wouldn't run it. I found Alternate Providence to be kind of slow with discarding your monsters because you're probably going to end up discarding your Marine Yard or your Talia. Anyway, let me get into the replays now because that's what you're here to see. Sorry that took so long. How's everyone feeling ramping up to GX? I hope you guys are as excited as I am, because I'm really, really excited. It just sucks. I'm going to have so much work this coming weekend, so I'm pretty much only going to have Thursday, Friday to do like recordings, unless I can find a whole bunch of more free time, which is, I'm hopeful for it, but I'm not sure. I do have nothing going on Friday, so I will probably be able to either stream or get a nice recording going. So this one is with the Earthbind deck. So it was originally named Earthbind because I was running with the Ties That Bind. but I found Restart to be a little more consistent. I never ended up changing the name. So we're up. This is on King of Games, by the way. So I would like just to say that this deck is kind of bricky. As you can see right there, I restart. This would be a fine hand, but I restart because I want to get Boxer replays, and I want to show you how good Boxer is. And we don't get Boxer in this one. But they don't play anything. We get the Boxer, the Prismatic, of course, because it's the best. We go in for the attack. I actually don't know if I saved any of the replays where I brought out Buster Blader and did work. Oh no, I remember this one now. Okay, so this is actually going to be a longer recording than I had anticipated because this is the longest game. If you don't want to watch this, skip ahead from this game because this one is a deck out game because it's DNA surgery. And this one's really long. This one I'm not going to get into the analysis so much until we get to the end because this guy just doesn't attack because I think he realizes I have a Super Rush or something like that. I go for the enemy controller because I want to set the Super Rush. The Windstorm I think is going to be really nice in the future, and the Magical Arm Shield is going to be good in case he fusions something else. Because he does have another 3 fusion monsters in there. And I'm just bringing in cards, like I'm ready for this to go. I sack everything because I figure I'm not going to be able to get over this with the Boxer, and I don't need the Sergeant Electro, so I bring out the Buster Blader just for your future things as well. It doesn't matter though, DNA Surgery is going to stop all that. So I go for the Magical Arm Shield on the Dark Paladin, but he then goes to the Defusion, and I'm just like, holy shit, he goes to the Defusion on his own Buster Blader, bringing these back. So I attack, it comes over, there is no attack anymore, so none of that matters, and his phase is over. So I figure he has nothing, he doesn't have his Buster Blader anymore, it is just in the extra deck, so I can start attacking things. I take his Dark Paladin, and it is not a Dragon type, which is kind of sad, despite the fact that DNA Surgery is up, so its effect is not going to matter from Buster Blader's effect. But it is good to still try. He goes for another Polymerization, discarding his King of the Swamp, bringing out another Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman, and everything goes to defense position again. And I think he realizes I have the Super Rush Headlong because he doesn't attack anything, and he could kill me right here with attacking into card guard, but I don't think he wants to risk it because as soon as he destroys that, like I'm done, or that's it. I can swing for game. Boxer goes to defense position, so it's pretty much just a stall game here. And because of his plays with King of the Swamp, where he sacked some cards to the graveyard, I am going to be able to outstall him, which I think is really nice. I do make a little bit of a misplay, I think, coming up towards the end over here. He does set 2 cards. I go for another Buster Blader, the Destroyer Swordsman, just to lower his attack a little bit. And he goes for the straight flush, which does kind of suck. But I am able to set a Mirror Wall. I go for the enemy controller play here, and I swing in case he didn't have the Windstorm, but he does have the Windstorm, which does kind of suck. He goes for the Fusion Recycling Plant, so he's going to be able to get out a Polymerization from his graveyard. And what's he going to Fusion Summon? Let's find out. And there's another Dark Paladin. I only have one of these, I don't even have a Destroyer Swordsman, so it just kind of sucks. I activate Mirror Wall just because, like, I need to, and in case he has whatever that... He's already shown a Mirage Dragon, so I don't want that to happen. I lower his attack, and I go for the Sphere Karibo. Now here's where I misplay, because I wasn't even thinking here. I do get the Super Rush Headlong, but mistake here was playing the card guard. I did not mean to play the card guard, because he now has more attack, and he'll be able to swing in for his defense, because my Mirror Wall won't let him get over that. So I go for the Super Rush Headlong here. Here's my play in this moment. I know he's going to negate it. That's not the problem, because I have another Sphere Karibo in hand, and I can stop his attack into my card guard. That's fine. I'm going for the Super Rush Headlong here, in case he has to discard one of his cards that he's using for his Fusion Summon, in case he needs it. I'm basically just going to scrap his resources here. That's all I can do, which is totally fine, because he goes for the Fusion, and he sacks the other 2, so he had 3 monsters in his hand, and he summons a Dark Flare Knight. Totally fine. Mirror Wall comes in here, and I'm going to Sphere Karibo. He can't get over it with the... he has no piercing damage anymore, so he swings on those 2. He's got the Fusion Recycling Plant, so he can take something back, but it doesn't matter, because I can just summon the Sergeant Electro here, and next turn he's going to be decked out. This was a super long game, and doesn't actually show off Boxer. I just wanted to show this one off because this was actually a really intense match for the entire way through. I go for the enemy controller play just to take his Buster Blader, but this guy doesn't let it happen. He doesn't want me to swing over him. He just wants to deck out in sadness. So yeah, that one's not the best Boxer play, and you'll probably notice that I actually only have 2 replays of Boxer. It's because this deck, don't run it. A big reason why I wanted to have this video is because Boxer itself is not a very good card, and it sucks I got that prismatic. Also, what does the white mean? Why is his name in white? I don't get if he's in King of Games White's white, because I know white is like for silver players or whatever. So I just didn't understand. This wasn't in King of Games, by the way. Maybe it's like King of Games Legacy or something? I have no idea who this guy is. Anyway, so Boxer, I want to talk about. It's not a very good card, and I don't see it getting really any play outside of YouTube decks like this one. It is really just memey and trolly. So it's not going to be meta by any means. Get yourself some of the other cards in this pack, though. Get yourself Floodgate Chapel, get yourself a Magical Something, get yourself Card Guard, get yourself Horus, get yourself Typhoon, I don't know, all that other good stuff. So I go in for Boxer here. This is one of the few replays where I do get a lot of the Boxer plays going. So it's a Kid Moto, so he's going to be able to summon something, and he brings out the Blue Eyes. I've got a counter, though, and he is able to set a card. He goes in for that, and I'm able to Mirror Wall and pop it, so I destroy his Blazar Dragon, so I get to add another counter, and that basically means next turn I'm going to be able to activate its effect. I simply go for the Mirror Wall just in case he pulls out some other shenanigans. I bring out the Card Guard because Card Guard is amazing. I put a counter onto Buster Blade or Destroyer Swordsman in case, I don't know, other things happen. In case where I need to use it at all. Pretty much I put things on Card Guard when I don't need the attack. And if I just need to maybe protect something, I want to protect this in case he had another Blue Eyes and I needed to do something about it. So I am not able to do anything because he's got the... I think he's fearing another Mirror Wall. Or no, he's fearing this Mirror Wall, I'm sorry. I think he is fearing something so he doesn't swing on... I don't know. I'm trying to remember, actually. I don't think he swings on this turn. I also brought out the Sergeant Electro just to scout for a Champion's Vigilance. And here's where I'm figuring he's probably not going to attack this first, which I thought was a little bit surprising, and now I'm able to bust out the Magical Arm Shield. So as long as he didn't attack my Card Guard first, like I didn't think it was going to matter, because I just need to open up that one space so I could swing and use Magical Arm Shield. This is the one case where Magical Arm Shield was good. Swinging with the Prismatic, because that's what we do. Also, the other thing I like about Buster Blader is when something's destroyed, you get to take it. It's not just if it destroys. So let's bring out Joey here. I'll switch up the deck on the side for you because that's something people want me to do, and I feel obliged to do it. Yeah, this deck was a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with some of these Last Gamble decks. I still need to try... I was making a Last Gamble Arcana Knight Joker, whatever it was called, deck, but that deck just sucks. Like, don't run that card. That's that and Five-Headed Dragon are two of the worst cards in that pack, and they're both the ultra rare fusions, which I think is really funny. So we don't get the best hand, no Rose Lever, but it's fine because we have both our Botanical Girls. One Storm is nice, and this guy is able to bring out his Toon Barrel Dragon. You know what kind of player this is, the kind I spawned from that one video. I was talking, I think I've talked about this in a video before, but I was talking with Vade, and God, I like made this meta when I had that video come out, because like more than 20,000 people saw that, and I figured that had to have some sort of influence on the meta when I was talking about Toon Barrel Dragon, how good it is. When I originally was bashing it, and talking about how Rare Metalmorph is definitely going to be a big aspect to it. So we do set the enemy controller here just because we want to try and activate one of his Rare Metalmorphs. So we go for the Tribute Take here play because I'm going to Last Gamble next turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. And he doesn't swing, so it's fine. Here I'm just going to set a Rose Lever because it's the only thing I can do, and if he destroys it, that's totally fine, and I'll take the battle damage as long as he doesn't bring out anything that's going to kill me. So as long as he doesn't summon another monster, I'm fine. Rose Lever goes to the graveyard, and he doesn't, so we're able to attack this turn. So we're going to be able to send another Rose Lever to the graveyard and one of our Marinas because we don't need it, and we want something to blow up his back row, so we need things for the Storm. We get 4 cards. We don't get everything we need because I do want to keep this enemy controller. So I just pop the middle, and it's a Red Eyes Spirit. Like, what the fuck? Here we go for the Econ Take play. I go to blow up his back row. And he actually has Divine Wrath, so he destroys his own monster, which is super funny. And I just find that to be hilarious. I go for the Rose Lever play, and we're going to bring out the Marina, but he has another Red Eyes Spirit, so I guess he's fine taking out his own Toon Barrel Dragon so he can bring out a Red Eyes. This guy's deck freaked me out. It was just like, who does this? And we're able to swing with Marina. He's got pretty much nothing in hand. I've got my Marinia. I'm also going to be able to bring out my Talia here. I set the Lord Poison just because I can, and I swing with Talia because Talia is cool like that. So happy I got Talia, by the way. I picked it up just because I thought it would be good in our plant deck, and I had like an excess 10 gems. Or I had an excess 100 gems, sorry about that. So I got 2 packs, and I got a Talia, and I was just like, oh shit, that's... Oh, yeah, that was just... It was pretty amazing. Just, I was thinking, oh my god, that's all I want. I opened, like, when, what's it called? It's not Beast of the Wild, it's whatever that deck is. Land of Wrath. Titans of Wrath? I can't remember. I always hated that pack. But when it first came out, I only bought, like, 4 or 5 packs from it, because I was also going through Ultimate Rising at the time, trying to get everything from there, since I was not one of the early players. And so I thought, fuck it, I'll try and get a Talia. God, I gotta stop cursing, that's how I lose my monetization. And this guy is actually life cost 0 Psychics, which I think is super interesting. Also, that's a pretty bad deck. Most of these decks I'm up against, these are the only ones I really won with, okay, well not this one, I won a lot of games with this one, but this was just one of the more fun ones. I didn't win a whole lot of games with Boxer because it wasn't very good, but all the replays I did get of it were of these weird non-off-meta decks. I don't know. So this guy's obviously trying to bring his life points down as low as possible for life cost 0, and I'm totally fine taking all this damage, but I do pop the 1 Kribo because I didn't want to have to last gamble just yet, in case there was other means for me to do so. So I go here trying to swing him with Marinia, but he has a Sphere Kribo, which is kind of upsetting. He's able to attack with his Power Injector and everything, so I pretty much have to last gamble here because I don't have another Rose Lover. I do have to select both my Marinias, so I have to get super lucky here, and I only roll a 2. But it's totally okay because I get the Rose Lover, attach the plant food chain to it, and we're able to storm it away. So as long as he doesn't have anything in the back row that, oh, I mean, it doesn't matter because I'm able to destroy his back row. I mean, as long as he doesn't have another Karibo, it's fine. And he doesn't, so we're able to dunk on this guy. So, that's it for this video. A little longer than I wanted it to be because I forgot about that first video. Let me know what you think of these decks in the comments down below. Let me know what other decks you want me to see for the next video, or whatever you want me to do. I'll try those out. I'm looking for new decks to try out. I'll probably have a... Well, I already did the horse video, but I haven't really done many horse decks, so maybe we'll try that. I'm also going to try and run a Fiend card guard deck, so maybe that'll be in the next one. Let me know. Let me know what you want to see. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, so if you want to support me, buy me access to DK's Discord. That's Duel Links Meta. Go give me access to his Discord. Okay, thanks for watching it.